Good morning. Today we are going to continue our class for the speaking part 1 section of the IELTS examination. Till now we have done some questions for day 1 and day 2, and this is your day 3. Today we are going to discuss certain questions and their answers, and I will be providing you information like useful vocabulary, strong adjectives, useful verbs and phrases, and sentence starters for each part. So, our first question is, what is your favorite social media site? For answering this question, the vocabulary that can be very vital or important for you will be: first is social media platform, educational content, informative pages, short videos or reels, latest updates, productive scrolling. And the adjectives that you may use that are quite strong are informative, that can provide you information; engaging, you will watch anything that will keep you in, like you are curious to know more and you are engaged, you are lost in that data or the information; entertaining, beneficial, addictive, like you want to watch that thing again. If you like certain classes or you like some topics, you are engaged into that particular informative topic, and you want to read or write or listen to that thing again and again so that you can increase your knowledge or uplift your uh, you can uplift your morale. And the useful verbs or phrases that can use for this answer or the question is: stay connected, scroll through posts, follow educational pages, gain knowledge, keep oneself updated. And how to start the question's answer? Like, the question is, what is your favorite social media site? How can you start? First option is, my favorite social media site is, what I like most is, it helps me. You can choose any one of them. The answer that I have provided you is, my favorite social media site is Instagram, because it is not only entertaining but also highly educational. I follow many pages related to English learning, motivational talks, and general knowledge. So, whenever I scroll through it, I usually learn something new. It is a convenient way to gain information in a short time. That's why I find it both useful and enjoyable. Now, the points that I have kept in my mind is, this is a long answer, but you can just keep it precise and short. Uh, I preferred Instagram because there are pages that provide us information about the world. There are pages on Instagram that provide us with the latest updates, what is happening in the world. And most of the time these days, we come to know about any incident in any part of the world through Instagram most of the time, because most of the time we are scrolling through these websites or these apps. So I have chosen Instagram website or the social media website for this answer. Now, my second question is, what is your favorite hobby? So the useful vocabulary for this one would be leisure activity. It's never some people say it luxury, leisure. It's leisure activity. Okay, leisure activity, something that you do for relaxation and not for earning the money. And you can say your expensive time of the day, because that gives you happiness. Favorite pastime, free time for self improvement, educational videos. And the strong adjectives that you can use for this are relaxing, refreshing, productive, meaningful, intellectually stimulating. Now, what this means, that whenever we define a hobby, why do we have a hobby? Something that we do in our free time for our own happiness or for relaxing. So these are the strong adjectives that you can use in your answer. When you speak out your answer, you can add the words like relaxing, refreshing, productive, meaningful, intellectually stimulating. And the useful verbs or phrases that you can add on with this answer are spend quality time, relax my mind, learn new things, improve my knowledge. You might have seen certain people or a certain section of community or a certain section of uh, group of people, I can say, who really like to learn something new. It is not for earning money, but just they want to learn something so that they can be happy. Some people say that if someone is having the problem of depression, they should paint a lot. So that painting is what? It is a hobby for them, or it is something that they are doing for themselves for relaxing their mind. The answer that I have provided here starts with my favorite hobby. You can start your sentence by saying, my favorite hobby is, I usually enjoy. It is a productive way to. Any of these you can select. My favorite hobby is reading. I particularly like reading educational blogs, motivational stories, and English related content. It helps me improve my vocabulary and broadens my knowledge. Broadens my knowledge means expands my knowledge or expands the horizons of my knowledge. Besides that, I find it quite peaceful and refreshing. So, some people like to learn new words, they like to improve their speaking skills more, they like to be in the positive mindset, and reading provides them that peace and refreshment. Now comes our third question. Is your hobby a sport? Okay. For this one, the useful vocabulary can be physical sport, indoor activity, calm hobby, mental relaxation, self development. And the strong adjectives that you can use can be physically demanding, peaceful, knowledge oriented, less tiring. And useful verbs and phrases that you can go for: prefer indoor activities, avoid physical exhaustion, focus on learning, feel mentally relaxed. And how can you start this question? No, my hobby is not. Second can be, I am more interested in. And the third one, sentence starter can be, I prefer. So my answer for this is, because I already told that I like reading. So how can I say that my hobby is a sport? Either I can go for the balanced answer that though reading is my hobby, but I like a particular sport. But here, what I wrote is not really. Although sports are good for health and fitness, I am naturally drawn towards hobbies that involve learning and self development. That is why I spend free time reading or watching educational material instead of playing sports. I have provided this answer, but if you want to give a more add more perspectives to it, you can say, though my hobby provides me intellectual learning and self development, one day I really want to have a hobby in sports because I know health is the true wealth. So it doesn't give a negative expression of your answer. So you can say this also. Now, our question number 4. Who is your idol? Now, most of the people mostly say, my father is my idol, my mother is my idol, my teacher is my idol, or some people say that no, I don't have an idol. So, everyone have a different perspective. Let's see the useful vocabulary for it. First is role model, inspiring people or an inspiring person, positive influence, admirable qualities, dedication, discipline. And the strong adjectives that can be used while answering this question can be hardworking, knowledgeable, humble, motivating, disciplined. And the useful verbs or the phrases that can be added to our answer while speaking can be look up to, admire greatly, inspire me, motivate me. And how can you start this answer? My idol is, I admire this person because, or he or she inspires me. I personally got impressed, or I was really impressed by Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam, or I was inspired by him. Even today, I would say Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam is my idol. I admire him because he was not only a brilliant scientist but also a humble and a visionary human being. Visionary is someone who can see beyond the times in a very positive manner. His thoughts on education, discipline, and dreaming big are truly motivating. Whenever I read about him, I feel inspired to work harder because his life was very much inspiring. Like, I can go for Mother Teresa also. She is a very impressive example of a person from whom you can get inspired. So is Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam. He was not only a humble person, he was a humble professor, teacher, he was a humble president, he was a humble scientist. So all these qualities were in him. And he is a great author also. If you go through Google, you will find a lot many books written by him. And his quotes are also very inspiring. He was beyond any religion, caste, creed, or power. He was a man of words, vision, and kindness. Now, our question number fifth. Which is your favorite mode of transport? For answering this question, we should have to know that we need to add on certain useful vocabulary while answering the question to leave an impact on the interviewer. So the useful vocabulary for this question may be means of transport, daily commuting, long distance travel, public transport, private vehicle. And the strong adjectives can be comfortable, convenient, economical, safe, hassle free. Useful verbs and phrases can be save time, avoid traffic, travel comfortably, rely on. And I may begin my sentence with my favorite mode of transport is, one of the main reasons is it makes traveling dash. Okay. Common high band words that I can add on for all these questions that I have discussed are productive, convenient, beneficial, refreshing, informative, inspiring, practical, comfortable. And the golden IELTS phrases that I'm going to discuss after this answer, or after answering this question. I mostly like traveling by scooter because it is quick, easy to use in busy areas. Okay, I think I made a mistake here. Busy areas. After that, I have written I areas. Please edit it. It is not correct. It helps avoid traffic jams, is convenient for short distances since it is economical as well. I find it a practical choice for everyday travel. You might have seen that when we go to a nearby town, to school, to market, within our hometown, we choose the two wheelers more than the three wheelers. Firstly, they are convenient, and mostly, if there is a traffic jam, it is very easy to move through that jam on the two wheelers rather than on the four wheelers. So I simply chose my choice. You can go for the public transport also, like bus, train. It depends upon your situation and where you live and what you find more economical. So it is totally on you which choice you want to make. I will again tell that use in busy areas in the second line, and then I have written I areas. Please don't write I areas, or don't say that one. It is a typing error. Okay, just be careful about this. And now in the last, I'm going to tell you the golden IELTS phrases that when you are answering you can just add on it. Like, to be honest, I'm not into sports. For one question, you can say that, personally speaking, I prefer traveling by scooter. One of the main reasons is that Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam was a very unique personality. You know, what I like most is reading. Then you can start any other answer. That is why I like reading more than physical sports. Like I said, you can go for Mother Teresa. In that sentence, you might, not only Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam is my idol, but also Mother Teresa. But as it is asked about one, so I am going for this. Like, if you add on these things, it will make it more effective. You have to add on, to be honest, personally speaking. It gives a better impact of your answer. This much for today's class. Thank you for listening.